Okay, we're going to start. First, welcome to everybody. I want to start by, we did this internally with our private consultant group, but I'd like to put out here on the homepage and share with everybody kind of what's happening at Pink Zebra, what we've been doing for this coronavirus outbreak. So on March the 10th, which is a couple of weeks ago, Pink Zebra implemented here in our office. Well, actually, I guess let me even back up for a second. The week prior to that, we decided as a company not to take our incentive trip in the month of May. Pink Zebra does once a year. The people that sell for Pink Zebra can earn a trip. Last year we went to Ireland and stayed in the castle. It was like one of the greatest trips. This year, and we had 120 people on that trip. This year, 140 people earned the trip, and we are going to the British Virgin Islands. We have rented 13 super yachts for all of our amazing consultants, private yachts for us to sail around the Virgin Islands. We decided, I guess it's been almost 3 weeks now, we decided to move that to October, the end of October, due to the coronavirus. More concerned about our zebras getting back, us and our zebras getting back into the country. And it turns out, was it yesterday, Patty? Yesterday, the British Virgin Islands did shut down and are not allowing people in for the next 30 days, and we're out. So I think we probably dodged a bullet there with that deal. But we made that call to protect our zebra family from being in that situation. It felt a little bit crazy at the time, a little bit extreme, but it turns out, so the following week, internally here at Pink Zebra, we made some changes in the way that we act and work here. So the changes that we made here were we take everybody's temperature. It's mandatory temperature readings for all employees. When you enter the building, you get your temperature taken. Any employee that has 100 degree temperature or greater is not allowed to be in the building, and they must go and see a doctor and have a doctor's note to be able to return to work. So that's we implemented that about 2 weeks ago. At first, it felt a little extreme when we started doing that, but I think all the employees have now felt much safer being here at work. In fact, many of them said this is the safest place to be is in our building. The second thing we're doing is that we clean all surfaces, doorknobs, any touching surfaces, any of the keyboards, all the scanner, the picker scanners that all the pickers use to pick orders. Every surface is being touched with disinfectants, and we do that twice a day now versus once a day. So that's all done twice daily, which definitely makes a difference. We stopped having group gatherings, meetings. We started doing all that stuff on Zoom, and have set up these rules to make sure that people are not congregating in large groups when they're here at work. All of that, we've also ceased all of our initially was travel to infected or areas that had issues. Now it's all travel. And you may have seen this on a video that we've shared, is that our shipments that go out, we are disinfecting the contents of every package that we ship out for the safety of our customers, to make sure that you receive goods that are safe. Now, there's a video that we put out we shared here on Facebook, social media on Facebook. We also are going to put that video on the website. If you'll notice, when you go to our website, there's a slider. It's called a slider. That's the main landing image that you see, and it slides left to right. Just below that, I believe IT is putting that on today. There's going to be a watch button where you can watch that video. It shows how they're disinfecting the contents of the inside contents of every box with Lysol, and they actually have not begun putting these stickers on the box yet, because the vendor that made the stickers hasn't gotten them to us yet. But the disinfectant's been going on since I did that video, which has been a week or so, maybe about a week. So every shipment, and we have thousands of shipments that are going out of here that have been disinfected before they ship to you. You'll begin seeing the stickers if when you receive your box as a customer and it has brown, they call it shooter paper, brown shooter paper. That paper, if the paper's in the box, then it has been disinfected. So if you received a box 7 to 10 days ago and it didn't have that paper, you'll start to see that paper in the box, and that means it has been disinfected. The reason for that is that we tested spraying Lysol, and the bubble wrap that had printed words on it that made the ink run, and that ink got all over your Pink Zebra boxes and was damaging the boxes. So we put the paper down first, we sprayed the boxes, the Pink Zebra boxes, then put the paper down, then put the bubble so the bubble doesn't bleed onto the boxes. So if you have paper in your box, it has been disinfected. And there is a short video you can watch just to see how we're handling that. As we progress forward, we're just like you. We want to see and understand what to expect going forward. And my opinion is we've been successful thus far, kind of predicting and managing through this process, and I believe that as a team we'll be successful predicting and managing going forward. We have the fortunate ability to be connected closely to China. We have large suppliers in China that we work with every day, and I'm actually good friends with our largest supplier. He and his wife, we text quite a bit back and forth just to see how they're doing. I was worried about them and their family during this time frame about a month ago, and they seem to be doing well. But I received a text from Luke this morning, and I just wanted to read that to you guys. If you, for you to, any of us in the United States to predict where this is going to go, I think the best way to do that is to look at the places that have already had this and how they're handling it. China is, if you notice in the news today, China, Wuhan, was the first day ever to not report a new case. So they didn't have any new cases today of coronavirus. So that's good news. But let me read to you, and I'll try to make it. He kind of texts in broken English. So I'll read to you what he said to me this morning. He said, everything is back to normal now. It's much better than before, with a bunch of exclamation marks. He said, kids are in school, shopping, restaurants are all open. We just need to watch the foreigners and the Chinese people going back overseas. He said, oh my God, it is much, much better than before. It's always better to be back to normal. He said, let's see what he say. Need to be able to go out a little bit in the night, is what he said, and have some wine. This has been so boring. He said his advice for us, because I texted him back and asked for advice. He said, try to stay in as much as you can to keep from contaminating others. And he, of course, listed off the exact same things that we're doing. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. All the things that everything exactly the way we're doing it. He said, buy lots of bottles of wine, more than you think, for your house. But it was good to hear from him, to hear that their life is moving back to normal. They began their kind of journey on this at the end of December, but really Luke and these guys that we work with, they were on Chinese New Year and really weren't affected until they came back from Chinese New Year, which was I think the second week of February. And that is when they began their whole challenge with this. So I'm hopeful, and I'm going to stay connected, obviously, with them to see. They've shared and they're trying to support us in any way they can. We are receiving shipments from them and other vendors in China. As you notice, the white bases came in that we were out of stock on. So that's super, super good news to see that they're all back up and functioning. So if that's any indication of where we're headed, this looks like it could be, if we act at all like they're acting in China, this could be a 60-day challenge for us to manage our way through. As you know, there's no way to predict it. I do believe one of the best ways to predict anything like this is to look back and see what has happened to people that are in front of us, like China. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. We will. Okay, so in that same space on the website, right below the slider, Pink Zebra is going to provide updates on where we are with coronavirus, whether it be products that we're producing, if your shipment turnaround timeframes. As of right now, all shipments are on track, scheduled as normal. There's nothing. We don't have any delays in shipping. We did speak. We had the mayor here at our office yesterday. I emailed the mayor and just said I want to know if there's any potential business interruptions for companies like us. In our community, the restaurants are closed for 15 days to keep people from intentionally spreading this virus. But I was asking if there's any potential issues for businesses like us. He actually came in here yesterday. Well, actually, he tried to come in. We didn't let him in because he can't come in the building because he's not a visitor or is not an employee. But we had a nice talk with the mayor yesterday, who assured us that the businesses like us are not going to have any interruption. They've had meetings with FedEx, UPS, and the post office, all of which are committed to continuing shipping and making sure that everything is business as usual from their standpoint in shipping, which is a nice thing to hear. So as we have updates on anything, we will make sure that you are aware right below that slider on our website. Trump did announce, I believe it was yesterday, that we closed the borders to Canada, between the U.S. and Canada, and where our shipments are still going through, so that does not affect trade. And he said that in his live, but I think a lot of people didn't hear that, and some of the news just flashes up their key words on what they want to get your attention with. But we are shipping. Our orders are still passing through the borders from the U.S. to Canada. There's been no interruption there, and according to what President Trump said, that's the border shutdown is just for people passing back and forth, not for trade. So, and things like that, we will keep everyone updated in that same spot. So look for updates on a regular basis there. We'll try to give as many real-time updates as we can. So if you're looking for information, that's a good place to find it. Okay, let's see here. We have, as you are aware, we have a jar sale that's happening right now. We went live with that jar sale. What is today? Thursday, and we went live on Monday. Mm-hmm. On Monday, we sold more jars on the first day of that jar sale than we've ever sold in a jar sale before in our history. It was awesome. The following day it did drop, but there were a lot of things that sold through. So we have these jars sitting up in front of us here. There are still, there's still 35 sprinkles that are available right now on discount. And at noon today, so at noon Eastern time, we'll be adding these additional sprinkles that are in front of me, the four additional sprinkles that are in front of me. So cranberry orange punch, vanilla bean frosting, bronze amber, and vanilla silk. So all of these will be added at noon today Eastern time. So there's a great mix of current fragrances, so like 15 of our current fragrances, some of the top performers we have all on sale, as well as we're throwing in some past favorites to include that. This includes our Heroes Hope fragrance. So on the sale is our Heroes Hope fragrance. And the reason why that makes a difference right now, if you're not aware, the Heroes Hope products, any product that you buy as a Heroes Hope, 10% of the proceeds of all those sales go towards Heroes. And Heroes supports single moms and provides days of daycare to single moms. And now more than ever, there's a lot of moms that need that daycare, especially those people that are in first responder positions that are out there taking care of us as a country. This is a great time to support the Heroes program so we can support the days of daycare for those moms that need it. If you need it and you haven't applied, we highly encourage you to go to our website and fill out an application for the days of daycare. We're here to support days of daycare for you guys. Want to make sure that you know it's out there, and want to make sure that as customers, that if you're going to buy a product, the Heroes Hope is a great place to choose to buy something, because it does support single moms and their days of daycare needs, which right now is a really big deal.
Lots of hearts, and they're really excited about those 4 jars.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, I do want to just quickly. This came up yesterday. I want to back up. I should have said this when I was talking about the incentive trip. The incentive trip that we moved to October, so the end of October. If you earn the incentive trip, and we had more earners this year than we ever have in our history, you will have the option as an earner to purchase, to create a buy-in and buy into your like a spouse or somebody to go with you. Those buy-ins, the money, so the payment for those buy-ins, the first payment was due March the 15th, which is last weekend. Sorry. And we, Patty, if you've sent this communication?
No, I have not. I was going out this morning.
Okay. Patty's going to be sending a communication. We are going to, because we know right now there's a lot of people out there that are having trouble, maybe lost their jobs, maybe having cash issues. We are going to move that to April 15th, so to make it easier on you guys. So there's not the requirement for you to do anything until April 15th, and she's going to send this message out to all of you, to those of you that were supposed to be making that payment. But we just want to make sure that you get the support you need in this situation. Yeah, we just assume there's people out there that probably need some reprieve from that. So there won't be any payment required until April 15th at this point, and there'll be a formal letter that'll go out on that to you guys today. Okay, moving forward. So we are thankful for the essential VIPs in our community, now more than ever. We want to recognize essential personnel out there and keep us healthy and supplied. This is if you imagine, and we have a lot of nurses that are in our Pink Zebra world that sell as well as buy our product, and our nurses are definitely heroes right now in our community. So what we're asking today on this live is that you nominate someone in the comments, in your comments in this live. Nominate someone. You must tag their Facebook name and state how they are a VIP in their community during this unprecedented situation. Now, this cannot be a Pink Zebra consultant. This must be a non-consultant of Pink Zebra. So we want to make sure that you take a minute here today on this live to nominate someone that you know. So I'm going to read that again. We're asking you to nominate someone in the comments below. You must tag their Facebook name and state how they are a VIP in their community during this unprecedented situation that we're in with coronavirus. Examples would be a nurse, a paramedic, or any other medical personnel, a store clerk, a truck driver, a daycare provider, etc. We will acknowledge each person nominated, and will randomly select 10 of the nominated VIPs to send the Pink Zebra VIP box. So the VIP box, if you are not aware, this is a box that we use for hosting parties, but we wanted to provide these VIPs with this one of these free boxes, and this has Mediterranean Coast. It has the hand soap, it has the hand lotion, the moisturizer. It's got the soaks, and it has the sprinkles, and it also has. Let's see. It also has Go Cards, and if you're not familiar with Go Cards, there are 4. So let me turn it this way. There are 4 Go Cards. And they're non-fragrance until you take the bottle of soaks, you squirt it in the bag, and you fragrance them, and you can hang them from your car mirror. You can hang them from anywhere, but the most common place is to put them in your car and fragrance your car. They last for quite a bit, and they're easy to reload with the soaps just by re-soaking them. The soaks bottle also comes with, and it's in the box here, also comes with a pump, an atomizer spray that you just replace this cap with, that you can spray this as a room spray. Soaks are also used as a room spray, body spray. They're dye-free, and let's see, they're color-free, and I'm not sure which is how you say it. They're dye-free. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're safe to use on your skin. They're IFRA certified. So these packages, we want these VIPs. We want to give these to people in the community that you nominate to be VIPs out there that are helping take care of our community in this crazy situation. So I'm hopeful that you guys are nominating people right now. They are. Okay, so you can start nominating these people now. Once the video is saved, the nominations end. So we We're going to let this sit out there, this live video sit out there, and it will end Friday, March 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will announce the recipients, so who wins these VIP boxes, in our Friday Live that we do here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? So I'm going to say that one more time to make sure that everybody's, that we're saying all the right stuff here. You can start nominating comments now and continue once it is saved as a video. So nominations will end Friday, March 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will announce the recipients on Friday in our live that we do here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so for those of you that are consultants, by the way, we have a lot of people joining the business right now. Understandably, many people are out of jobs, and a lot of our thousands of our Pink Zebra people make money every day from their computer in their house. There's lots of people that do this for a living that have been able to leave their full-time job. This is a great way to connect in a community that maybe you relate to, like these are your tribe, these are your people. It's a great way to do that and be able to provide for your family, especially in this environment safely where you don't have to leave your home to do it. Today, there's a training that Connie's doing. Connie is our director of sales training, field training. So for any of the consultants that would like to watch, remember join us live today on Consultant Corner at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So 11 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, there's a special training opportunity for how to have your Facebook parties, how to manage your business correctly online, and get the most out of your online business. She's going to have some experts on that live with her, helping to teach all of our team members how to do that. There are people that sell as much as $7,000 to $10,000 a month in that format, and that's all they do. So I'd highly encourage you, if you're a consultant watching this video, that you join Connie on Consultants Corner on that live today. We have a lot of different ways that people sell our product. There's many home party people, there's also event people, and there's a lot of social media, Facebook people that sell through Facebook. In today's environment with the coronavirus, we want to make sure we're giving you all the tools that you can possibly have to learn, if you're not doing it, to learn how to sell on the online environment. And we have some really strong performers that know what they're doing, and Connie's going to bring them on a call today for you to teach you guys how to do that. So, okay, I think that is it. I do want to take questions. If anyone has any questions or comments that they would like to make, always want to make sure in these lives I have a chance to address anything that any concerns, or hear from you guys what you'd like to cover. Anything?
Just a ton of nominations.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, a lot of hearts.
Good. That's awesome. Well, there's a lot of people that are out there that are kind of giving themselves. Sam, Patty's daughter, being one of them. That's a nurse, and I don't know how many hours a day I know they work 12-hour shifts anyways, but I think they're working overtime in this situation and putting themselves right there in the front lines in the face of this epidemic. So, love to be able to give those guys a thank you. Just being nominated alone is a thank you, and we will recognize every one of those nominees. But hopefully, look forward to supporting those guys, but with a VIP box. Any comments or questions from anybody?
Somebody asked again about those jars.
What did they say?
What are they for? He joined late.
Oh, you joined late. So the jars here, if you're asking about the jars, we are adding today at noon Eastern Time. We are adding 4 additional jars to the jar sale. Again, today at noon Eastern Time, 4 additional jars to the jar sale. Okay, that's these guys right here. Nothing. No other questions or comments?
They're just nominating.
Okay.
Remind Connie to record her training.
Oh, Connie, record your training. I'm sure Connie's watching.
Yeah, she's on there.
Someone reminded Connie to record her training.
No questions.
No questions. Okay. I do want to make sure that you guys take full advantage of this jar sale while it lasts. We do have an exciting month of April ahead of us. We are, if you're not aware, we're doing a Mommy and Me blend bash in support of moms everywhere. And that's a great opportunity because there's a lot of kids at home right now. A great opportunity for you to do that as a live Facebook party and engage your kids in the Mommy and Me blend bash. That should be a big hit for this month for all of our Pink Zebra consultants that are selling. And there's some other surprises that we have coming out in April that I can't tell you about, but you'll be super excited that they're coming your way. Kelly and Brittany and Danielle are working really hard to bring those forward for you guys for the month of April. So thank you all for joining us today. Please stay safe, be smart, and recognize that we are all going through this together. I think it's bringing us closer together as a nation because we're having to come together to solve this problem as one country, which I would love to see. And I do believe that we're going to become stronger from this. Anytime you end up in a challenge like this, you will become stronger for it. So stay safe and see this as an opportunity to grow. Thanks, everybody.